Hi, welcome to TechSales YouTube channel. Today we will discuss about how to implement ERPNext in a service or contracting business to process their employee salaries. My name is Rupesh. I'm the Chief Architect and co-founder of TechSales Technologies. The topics we are covering today are how to make employee salaries, how to make employee advances, how to make overtime with the salary, and how to deduct the employee advances in the salary. Once again, welcome to the video. Let us start with the topic. Before proceed further, we need to make sure that the configurations are done properly to process the salary in ERPNext. Regarding the configurations, we need to look into the main configuration is the payroll settings, on which you can see is the calculate payroll working days based on. In this field, you can set either leave or attendance. If you are putting leaves, the number of working days will be based on the leaves input in the system. Okay. If you are putting the attendance, the number of working days will be based on the attendance and leave. That means if there are 25 working days and the attendance was put on only 18, the balance remaining will be considered as leaves. Another important settings we can see is in the company settings. Open the company and go to the HR and payroll settings. You can see that the default expense claim payable account, this will be a liability account which will be reflected when employees are claimed their expenses. And you can see another payroll payable account, which will be reflected when the salaries comes due. And another employee advance account is here. It is a kind of asset type account. So this will be reflected when employees are paid with their employee advances. So these are the main three configurations we can see in the company settings. Salary components and salary structures are the main aspects which is required to configure to process a salary in ERPNext. Let us look into salary components. You can see that there are 3-4 default salary components available in ERPNext. So let's take the basic component. And basic component actually, the main requirement is that we need to assign a account ledger for this component. I will assign like the basic salary. So basic salary account ledger is already there. So I have assigned that. This step is necessary to proceed the salary because otherwise the salary will not be able to proceed. So I am saving this. And another component I have to take is overtime. So I am adding overtime here. And for this, I need one more ledger. So here I would say overtime. This ledger is not already there, so I want to create one. Its name is overtime. Parent account is maybe personal post, and it is of course an expense type. And I save this. Okay, so we reach the overtime. So overtime is the account ledger configured with the overtime basic salary component. I save this. Abbreviation is OT. So this is how we configure the salary component. And next thing is we need to configure salary structure. Get your first salary structure, I would say is grade 1 salary. Okay. Grade 1 salary, there will be one earnings component and deductions component. Here I will take basic. And I would say that this is 3,500 dirham. And there is overtime. Overtime, purposefully I am leaving the amount column blank because This is a dynamic component basically. So we are leaving the deduction section also blank. I'm saving this. Also in this section, we want to have the overtime to be calculated based on the timesheet. So we select this salary slip based on timesheet, and we select the dynamic component overtime here and assign a hourly rate here. So maybe it is a 40 dirham per hour. I'm assigning this and save. So right now we have configured the salary structure for a particular grade, and this can be assigned with employees. Before that, we need to submit the component, I mean the salary structure. So we don't have an employee right now. So let's create one employee. His name is Abdul Latif. And let us get 23. So go to salary structure, open the structure and assign the salary structure to the Abdul Latif. So the structure will be fitted from 1/1/2023. It's now income tax slab we are configuring. So now the salary structure has been assigned with the employee. So based on the configurations we have done so far, we may start with proceeding a salary process, and which can be done with the payroll entry. So this payroll entry we'll be doing without any additions like overtime or deductions. Just start with the normal payroll process to make it less complicated for you. I'm just adding the payroll entry here. Suppose that I am making the payroll entry for the last month, July. Sorry, the posting date may be August 1st, but the salary will be processing for the July 1. And you remember that when we configured the salary component for the employee, we were selected that the salary slip will be based on the timesheet. So we need to get the employees to match with the filter. We have to check this one. That is, and I'm saving this. Value missing for payroll and payroll frequency. Okay, we have to put the payroll frequency also. That is a monthly one. After that, I'm again checking the salary slip based on timesheet checkbox. I'm saving this. So the payroll entry basic configuration has been saved, but we need to fetch the employees from the database. So I'm click on the get employees section. So the employee which we configured with the same criteria has been filled up here. That is Abdul Latif. He is eligible for the salary now. So let's create the salary slip by click on this button. So salary slip has been, there is an error. Let's go to the issue will be, please set the default holiday list. So that is what we have to set the holiday list for the employee. So SD1 is already there. So I'm selecting the employee. Abdul Latif. The advance and leave section we have holiday list assigned. I'm saving this. So go to the payroll entry again. It's showing us failed status. So create the salary slip again. Yeah, now it has been succeeded. So go to the connections and see one salary slip is created for this. So that is again in the draft mode. Let's see what the salary slip will look like. The earnings and deductions, we can see that overtime is 0 and the basic has been assigned to 3,500. So far, so good. So now we can either submit the salary slip from here or we can go to the the payroll entry list and open the payroll entry and submit the salary from here as well. I'm submitting the salary slip. Abdul Latif not found for sending the email. We haven't configured the email, so it is showing a message here. You can ignore that. And you can also say that there is a journal entry posted. Just jump into that. And here we can see that the salary payable account we configured in the employee company. I mean, we configured in the HR and payroll section of the company came here as well. So the salary has been posted to the staff payable account. And another thing is the account which is the expense account which is debited is the basic salary which is configured in the basic salary component. Okay. So this is how we process the salary without overtime or deductions. So far we have covered up to here. So let's proceed further with the overtime and salary calculation. Account to make the timesheet, to make the overtime with the timesheet, let's revisit the configuration we have made for that. So go to the salary structure and see the configuration. You can see that the salary slip based on timesheet has been checked over here and we have selected the overtime as a salary component, which is corresponding for the timesheet and it's a dynamic component. So it is obviously saying that we need timesheet entries to process the overtime. Okay, so let's input some timesheet entries for the employee Latif. I'm going to new timesheet entry. By the way, I have cleaned up the last salary we processed to make it again. So I'm selecting this. And here we can see some of the activity types we can select. This can be configured in the project section of the ERP. I'm selecting the execution and I'm selecting as we process the salary for July 3rd. I'm not putting any project. Execution again. 4/7. That is again 4 hours. Execution 5/7. That's again 4 hours. Execution. Sunday we can skip, then 7/7. And then 3 hours. Execution. And 5 hours totally should be 20 hours, right? Now we can see it here. Yeah, 20 hours we have put for the overtime. I'm saving this. And I'm submitting the timesheet for Latif. Employee is not selected. I'm sorry. Abdul Latif has been selected here. And these all timesheets belongs to the July month. Saving the timesheet and submit. Let's quickly go to the payroll entry again. This no longer needed. We will delete it. Create a new fresh payroll entry for the month of July, so I am processing it on 1st August, and it is for the month of July. We again select salary slip based on timesheet and saving it and get employees. You can see the Latif came again here, and we create the salary slips and go to connections and see the salary slip and see we have our time magically reach here. So go to the payroll entry and submit it. So that's how we process the salary with the overtime. Now let's proceed with the employee advances section of ERPNext. Let's see how we can do the employee advances. How to make employees advance and make deductions based on the advance is the next section we are going to look into. So before that, we need to revisit the configuration again and see the configurations related to the employee advance deductions. So I'm going to the salary component first. You can see that we have added one component, advanced deductions, and with the abbreviation AD and type was being given us deduction. And this component has been assigned to the salary structure, grade 1 salary, and we have added the component to the deduction section. Okay, you can also see that the amount has been configured as 0 because this is something not static one. This is a dynamic value which needs to be arrayed from the employee advances. Okay, and of course the salary component has been assigned to the employee Latif. Okay, so next we have to do one employee advance. I'm putting employee advance for the date of somewhere in July, maybe in 20th. Abdul Latif I have selected, and personal, it's personal purpose we are giving. Advance amount is 1000 dirham, and the account we are going to, there is a receivable account which is an asset account, and there is a receivable one. So this is a cash again. And I'm saying the employee advance here, submit it, then go to the create payment. One thing I missed out, this used to be missed out for everyone. So just cancel it. Here you can see that repay unclaimed amount salary. This needs to be checked. Otherwise, the repayment of salary advance will not happen with the payroll entry. So just need to make sure that is checked out. So the employee advance has been made now, and we are creating a payment over here. That too on 20th of July, we are giving an advance of 1000 dirham. Company, not this is not the one. 1000 dirham we are paying as advance, and mode of payment cash. Everything is already set. So 27 we are making on cash payment of 1000 dirham to employee advance. Let's save it. Okay. So the payment entry also has been done. Now to make the employee advance to be deducted from the salary, we have to put new alternate salary, new additional salary. That to be needs to be in the same range of payroll. That is the monthly payroll. This need not be checked out. So I am putting Latif here. Salary component is advance deductions. Selecting advanced deductions, and we decide that only 500 dirham is going to be repaid to the first salary and additional salary. Additional salary needs to be taken from. I'm creating an additional salary again. Employee, let's see. Now it's correctly came. And the payroll rate needs to be inside of the payroll month in the July itself. And the salary component needs to be the one we configured for deductions. That is, and we are only deducting 500 from the first salary. So it can be, the balance can be subsequently deducted from the next salary. So I'm putting 500 only here. And so the additional salary, which are supposed to be included in the payroll entry. So let us proceed with the payroll entry. So I'm going to new payroll entry here. Payroll entry, we are going to post on the date of 1st August and monthly frequent. I'm taking July 1st. Salary slip based on time sheet also required to match the criteria of employees. I'm getting the employees here. You can see that the employee has been assigned here and make sure the date is 1/7 to 31/7. Now go to the create salary and go to the connections and see the salary slip. Here you go. You can see the employee advance 500 is deducted in the salary slip. And the overtime is not processed because we haven't put any time sheet over there. And the basic salary as regular is came as 3,500. Now you can go to the payroll entry again and submit the salary slip. I am doing this. So the employee salary has been posted and the journal entry also posted. You can see the journal entry that staff payable is there. Also basic salary 3,500. Basic salary is the one we, maybe it is not correct standard, but we have put the basic salary for the deduction as well. So it has been credited 500 and the staff payable is 3,000. So the net payable amount for this uh, for the employee at this August month is the 3,000 dirham. So this is how we process the employee salary advance and payments. Now, one final thing before winding up, we are going to the payroll entry. We can make the bank payment out here. Just click on the bank, make bank entry. Payment account is mandatory. You have to make the payment account out here. I am putting cash. Maybe the main safe I can put. So payroll entry I am updating and make bank entry. Make bank entry, you can see that main safe is already credited and staff payable debited. So that means the staff payable account is getting reduced and the cash has been reduced from the main safe. So both the payable liability also reduced because we make the payment and the cash also got reduced from the account. So this is how we made the salary processing for contracting and construction companies. We don't need the reference number because it is a, we can change it as cash entry and submit it. And I would like to say thank you to all of you for watching this video. For any support and help, please do contact me. Thank you.